It's Bourbon Night. It's another flight fight. Hello, I'm Chad.
I'm Sarah.
And Sarah, we're on that value kick right now.
Well, yeah, everybody wants to know what's a good value, right?
Absolutely, especially since we got a few kind of newer products.
That's right. There have been a couple of good ones come out lately. And I think value is not so much cheap. I think people get cheap and value confused. Something could be $60 and still be a good value.
Sure.
Just depends on what the quality of it is. So I think it's like quality, price, and value is somewhere in the middle of those two things.
Now, these happen to all be about $25 or under, and also of a higher proof, like around 100 as well, kind of previous to our other one. But this one, throw some others in there, because we read the comments, and some people are like, you got to put that old Forester
but what about
100 in there. What about? And then, of course, we got let's just tell them, Sarah.
Let's just tell them what we have.
What do we have in this flight?
We have Old Tub Bottled in Bond, Rebel Yell 100 proof, Old Forester 100 proof, and Jim Beam Single Barrel. That's 108 proof.
Okay, yeah, like we said, besides the old standard of Old Forester,
right?
And I got some newer ones in here.
Yeah.
I feel like the Rebel Yell is kind of our maverick, kind of our wild card.
Well, and that one just came out, last year?
Yeah.
And the new Jim Beam Single Barrel is, it's new.
It's
so
new.
It's fairly recent. So we've got a couple things.
And improved, yeah.
Maybe we haven't taken that close of a look at in a flight.
Competitively.
Right.
We'll say.
I like competition.
Yeah.
So any predictions?
Well, I don't know. So besides the Rebel Yell being that wild card, it's our only wheater of the four.
That is a good point.
It punches above its weight class. And then the new Jim Beam Single Barrel, of course, you got to look out for this one being at 108 proof when all the others are 100. No predictions though. What about you?
The Jim Beam Single Barrel being the highest proof, and it's Jim Beam, makes me feel that I'll gravitate towards it.
Old Tub though.
But that Old Tub
which is also Jim Beam.
Honestly, if I had to predict, I think because for me, the Brown-Forman taste profile kind of jumps out. I think that one's going to be the one that sticks out here. We've got two Jim Beam products now, but you could be right about that Rebel Yell. So I'm interested to see. I don't know.
Well, let's find out.
Yeah, all about the same price range. So let's just. Yeah.
Okay, Bourbon A.
Well, I think that this is a Jim Beam product.
It's nutty. So that narrows it down by 50%. Not that we're trying to guess. That's not the name of the game, but
it's just fun.
It's kind of helpful not really helpful, but it eases you when you think you know what's going on.
I just think it's fun.
Yeah, it is fun.
I don't know. It's always so hard to say on Bourbon A because
I'm
like, we're just getting into things.
Spend too much time on Bourbon A ever. So here we go.
We'll come back to it.
Ooh, hey, hello, little tongue punch there right off the bat. There's two catchphrases right off the bat.
Toasty char, little bit of coffee, definitely some brown sugar.
But is that like a raspberry? What is that? There's a deep berry.
I never hear you say raspberry.
I know.
I was just like, brr?
Like a dessert topping that's got the chocolate in there, but it's got like a raspberry.
So one of the things I was gonna say before was like a brownie almost, but I think it could be like
those brownies that the people
the swirl.
Do this. Sarah, yes.
Which you don't normally go for the raspberry thing. So
but
again,
you nailed what I was trying to come up with.
I do know you a little. It's nice and warm. I think this is at least 100 proof, Chad. Lighter.
Yeah.
Pretty sweet, almost like honeysuckle sweet or something.
Yeah. Honey, but also musty.
Yeah. That sweet, light, mild, easygoing nose might lead you to think that it would be the Rebel Yell. I'll tell you what, if this is the Old Forester, I can't tell.
Agreed.
I have no clue.
I'm a little speechless.
If you asked me, is it one of these four or is it something not on the board, I would say this is something not on the board.
Right.
Like I wouldn't have guessed any of these. I'd be like,
this is a trick
from over there.
Is this a trick?
There's no one over there. It's a wall.
Yeah, it's just a wall. It's got a building heat. I gotta say that.
So I can't tell if that's what's left over from like a stacking of what happened with Bourbon A or if it's from this. So I'm just gonna take a sip of water.
Yeah, dark kind of also like espresso, but
it also has this lightness about it at the
maybe
front.
Maybe it's the Rebel Yell.
I think.
Why are we guessing?
I think it might be. I don't know, because it's fun. I tell you, I don't care which one of these wins. I'm the winner, because then I get to find out what my new favorite value one is out of these four. And you're maybe the winner, but I just like to guess because it's fun.
Oh, the viewers, they're always the winner. That's brighter and
Ding, 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 ding.
Sort of a cinnamon.
Ooh.
Oh, is your Old Forester-o-meter hitting?
It is.
I'm not getting banana. Oh, banana runts maybe.
What?
Runts?
What's that?
The hard candy.
It's a candy?
It's yellow and it's shaped like a banana. And there's assorted flavors. Colors and flavors.
Interesting.
Banana runts.
Not much on the candy that's not chocolates.
Sure.
Unless it's Swedish Fish.
Sure. Oh, okay.
110%.
Okay.
It
there
can't
is.
hide from me.
There it is.
The finish is shorter than the other.
It's a, banana bread that has sat out and maybe started to ferment, if it can do that.
Like mold?
No, like a boozy banana bread. Banana bread with a kick.
Sure.
I don't know.
So maybe if you put bourbon into a banana bread instead of it molding.
Oh, I didn't mean mold. When we leave things out, they turn to alcohol.
Is that what happens?
In my
Is
world.
the alcohol fairy comes?
In my world.
In your world.
I left this banana out for 2 weeks. It's about 12% ABV now.
It's almost like a bananas foster, that rum, and those kind of, it almost becomes like brown sugar and like tropical fruit flavors.
Yes.
And like when you watch someone make a bananas foster, they catch it all on fire.
Yeah.
I've frequently used this to describe how I feel about some Old Forester products.
It also...
And a little bit of cherry in there too.
Yes.
So I totally hear bananas foster, banana bread, it all feels in that. That zone.
It's desserty because of the sweetness.
But I get less banana on this and more of those brown sugar rummy.
Same. I couldn't pick it out until the taste.
Yeah.
I couldn't pick it out on the nose, and normally my brown
Banana
Foreman meter is going off too. But it has more of a milk chocolate kind of a. It's a lot lighter than these first two.
Also Jim Beam.
Another Jim Beam contender, nutty.
It's 100. It's 100%.
You didn't see it because I edited it out to save myself some embarrassment, but between Bourbon C and Bourbon D, I took a drink of water and inhaled it for some reason and choked on my water. So if my eyes look a little glassy and I sound a little verklempt, that is why. But I'm okay. I'm gonna work through it. Here, I'll put in a little bit of the clip right here.
Tried so far, and I think.
Yeah, that was about 45 seconds ago. All right. Whew. Oh.
Baby Bookers.
Baby Bookers. Now, what did we say that about? Did we say that about Old Tub? I feel like we did.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. It's nutty. It's rich. It's pretty complex. Mm-hmm. Honestly, it did a thing. It went places.
Right?
Took
it's
me
got,
places.
Yeah, nice char, caramel, vanilla, something else, and that little bit of nuttiness.
I mean, not super long in the finish, but...
Good amount of heat. And this, I don't know if I trust it, though, because it could easily be 108. This could easily be the single barrel.
I'm digging this one. Sticks around.
It's good.
It's got nice kind of, also like a buttery texture. It's got
it
a pretty
is
good
have
mouthfeel.
a nice texture, yeah.
Now, if it is the Old Tub is unfiltered.
But so is the single barrel.
However, yes, so is the Jim Beam single barrel. 2 unfiltered ones in here, but we've obviously already had both of them since we're on our 4th. This one's got a richer,
it's creamier,
exceptional mouthfeel.
Which is crazy that I feel that way about it, and I know it's under $25.
Yeah.
Again, asterisk where we are, blah, blah, blah.
Not a bad one of the bunch. Good to know that these are all value, and they're all kind of higher in the proof level, at least 100 proof.
Again, we all win.
We all win. We do. So what we're going to do is we're going to cover these up. We're going to go take a little break, let us come back down a little bit, and then we're going to come back and go through these a second time. But while we wait, we want to tell you guys about our home on the internet. It is whiskyambitions.com. It's where you can get t-shirts that neither of us are wearing, but sometimes we do wear. All the Glencairns that we're drinking from, the water glasses that we're drinking from. We also have rocks glasses, challenge coins, and more always coming soon. That's whiskyambitions.com.
You can become a patron at patreon.com/itsbourbonnight and join our community for as little as $1 a month. We do special after the episode, exclusive, Patreon-only content. Can I say exclusive one more time?
Exclusive.
Yes, I can. And, more stuff coming all the time.
Podcasts and what's nots. Yeah. All right, cool. All right, we're going to take a little break. We will see you guys after that.
And we're back. Time for round 2.
And I think I've lowered about an octave after choking on myself.
There's been a lot going on over here that I didn't know what to do anything about. I tried to help. Give him a couple of smacks.
I'm okay. All right.
Okay.
Gonna go back to Bourbon A. Second time around. It's either down here or it's up here.
Oh, jeez.
Ooh, okay, that's opened up more now in the glass, and it's more
There's something. It's got almost a mapley.
Sweet, yeah, like lemony honey-ish.
Little. I kind of get like a really faint maple syrup.
Yes.
But still a little nutty.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Synchronized mms.
Yeah. Toast more oaky char.
Yes.
Again, brown sugar.
Yeah. Not
Niceness.
not super long, but very enjoyable. The whole short-ish ride, but it's good. It's solid.
It is good.
One more. Joe's a little proof there.
A little.
Especially on that second sip. It's kind of building heat on the tongue.
Uh-huh.
No, I like it.
I still get like a light tea honey.
It's very light. Light being the key word. Yeah.
Mellow, chill, whatever you want to call it.
Very chill. People love to say, oh, this bourbon's so smooth. It's so smooth. It's like they're just looking for smoothness overall. Well, this I would say, yeah.
It's pretty smooth.
It's pretty smooth.
For the price.
For the price, yeah. There's not a whole lot jutting out.
Right.
Not a real strong personality with this one.
It's kind of easy.
But if you're into just smoothness, you want a bourbon that's just, oh, that's smooth, then, it's Bourbon B.
Bourbon B
might be its job.
Might be your thing.
I like the nose better now.
I do too, but I still get the same feeling, that same, flambe type of vibe. Top of a creme brulee.
Just, I don't even want to say this, but I get like an ocean breeze. I don't know, that's what, you gotta say what pops into your head, right?
Sure.
I don't know. I got an ocean breeze.
I've never heard you say that before. That's pretty interesting. Yeah. Does it take you somewhere? Are you happy about that?
Yeah, pretty happy about it.
I do. Ooh. Nice little, actually a pop of char and almost smoky.
A little more char this time
than I got last time, but this is, in my opinion, the most desserty.
It is for sure.
Out of all of them.
Yes, this is I
think it could be like a very nice after with dessert.
A digestive?
No, because it's not like promoting like that would be like a Negroni.
Okay.
This is more of just like an end cap to your meal, a little sweet.
Yeah.
To go with their sweet.
You could order this in lieu of a dessert, right? It's a little shot of sweetness.
Sure, or like it might go nice with something chocolate. I think the fruit notes in it would bring out.
Yeah, I'm getting more boozy banana bread second time around. Still about the same on the nose department. Smells like Beam.
Yeah, I agree. I still get Beam. I don't know which one. The mouthfeel isn't as buttery creamy as I remember from the last round.
I declare this one to have the biggest kick, though.
I think it might, yeah.
It seems to be the darkest on the finish. The initial palate has maybe tied with A with the most kick.
It does make me go.
Yeah. It's kind of like a breathe over your tongue type of bourbon.
Yeah. There's a little cinnamon that I didn't get last time. It is pretty char forward though, so if you don't like that,
it's oaky.
If you don't like that though, I think that could be a turn off. Okay. Should we do our own thing now?
I think we should do our own thing. So this is where we break away from you guys. We start A/B testing things that weren't back-to-back before. So we will leave you to do that. But before we do that, we just want to say that we produce videos like these every Friday. And then we're live on Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. If you haven't subscribed to us already, we'd love to have you. Come on over. All right, cool. See you at result time. Results time, Sarah.
Chad. Robot Chad.
This was kind of tough.
It was not that easy. I thought it was going to be easier than it was.
True.
Flight fights can be tricky that way.
They can.
Now, I did get my first place and my last place pretty quickly. And then I was all about determining my second and third, which was actually the hardest part for me.
Mine was, I knew what was going to be battling for last, so I did those two to battle for last. And then I took what I thought would be first and second, battled those, and it actually didn't end up that way.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting.
It was interesting. What did you put in last place?
I put Bourbon B in last place.
I put Bourbon B in third place.
Okay.
So, sorry, I was wrong. I put B in second place.
I put it in last.
That is interesting.
It was fine. Again, I said it at the end of round 1. I think that we're all winners here. These are all good quality value pours. Yes. We wouldn't have chosen them for this otherwise. Mm-hmm. But it just, for me, out of all these 4, was bringing the least to the table.
Okay. Well, Sarah's last place. My second place is...
Rebel Yell 100.
Whoa!
Called it.
Rebel Yell 100 coming in second place for me and 4th for Sarah. Mm-hmm. Now, I gotta say, that was the one that was originally battling for last.
Okay.
Didn't come in last for me. When I found my first, I then started battling second and third, and it moved up. Mm-hmm.
I think the fact that it's a wheater, the sweet, mellow, chill vibe of it. It was
definitely...
It didn't stand up to
chill.
These others.
Yeah.
Which, it's still delicious. I still really like it, but it's hard when you put it face to face with these.
The one that it was battling against, that actually helped it. The other one that moved down to third for me was a little too aggressive for aggressive sake, at least when I was A/B testing.
Okay. Well, what's your last place?
My last place is Bourbon C.
Okay, well, Bourbon C is my second place. So here we go. We have another one of those.
Okay. In Chad's last place, Sarah's second, Bourbon C is Old Forester 100. Not a shock, yes.
You don't love Old Forester.
What you got to know about me is
unless
a banana. Yes, unless it's 1920. A banana profile is just not personally for me. I can understand how it is a quality bourbon, but that quirk in me is what put it down to 4th place, we'd say, not last. 4th place.
I thought it had yummy, interesting, brown sugary fruit dessert flavors going on, and I kind of dug it today, and so for me it went to second.
And that's another thing to say. What you're digging today might not be what you're digging tomorrow, vice versa.
Right.
What's your third?
A.
And
so that makes D first for both of us.
Yes. My second place is A. Your third place is A. Mm-hmm. Let's just go ahead and do our first, though.
I agree, because we have the same first, which is D.
First place for both of us, Bourbon D, is Jim Beam Single Barrel, the 108 proof.
So C and A were battling for second place for me, and A, I just knocked it back just a hair, which means that A is the Old Tub.
Yeah, that would be my third place is Old Tub.
Wow.
And your...
My third place as well.
Oh, okay. There you go. A, though, was the one that was fighting for first. It was between A and D.
That's where I went at first too, but then
Which
it didn't end up being that
first?
Way.
Jim Beam Single Barrel, we now know, for me and you, came first. But then when I was then A/B with Bourbon A and Bourbon B, I thought A was a little aggressive for aggressive sake, and that's what made the Rebel Yell 100 squeak by barely. It was close though, and albeit I was pretty fatigued up here, so maybe my palate at that point was just like, I want something a little easier right now.
Yeah.
So I gave the nudge to the Rebel Yell 100.
I don't know. I kind of felt like things for me played out like they were supposed to. I put the wheated 100 proof that felt the most mild to me in last. Just it was a flavor difference and a finish. It really came down to the finish between Old Tub and Old Forester.
Yeah.
But I knew from the beginning that D was going to win, and it makes sense for me. It had the most going on for it. And honestly, between the $5 difference between A, the Old Tub, and D, the Jim Beam Single Barrel, is like, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So what? I'll buy the Single Barrel. I mean, I'll buy them both. They're both great products.
But still got to say this Old Tub is rather fantastic. And as we've said a million times before, once you try things back to back, that's when you can really find things out about it that you wouldn't normally when you're just sitting there drinking a glass of it by itself.
Yep.
Not to put any of these down, they're all fantastic bourbons and fantastic values. So there we go. All right, well, that'll do it for us. Hey, listen, if you haven't subscribed to us already and like to do so, we'd love to have you. You can click right up here to do that. There's suggestions of other videos down here. We hope to see you over there in those. Thanks, Sarah.
Thanks, Chad.
Okay, until next time, drink more bourbon.